Hey guys, it's Peg at the History Shelf. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a used book haul. I frequently order from such places as thrift books. You get these lovely green little packages in the mail and you're like, oh, I know where this is from. And I also order from various other used bookstores to find some of the more harder to find history titles or out of print titles. And so today I have a selection of books that I think many of you will find familiar because I ordered them based off of your BookTube videos. So let's start off with the first one, which I know will be very pleasing to Steve Donahue, who pretty much ordered us all to check out Samuel Eliot Morison, the Two Ocean War. I'm trying to get this sticker off. I might need to use some nail polish remover, but the Two Ocean War, a short history of the United States Navy in World War II, in the Second World War. It's a pretty decent edition. It's very old. It's a definitely a library edition, but it'll work for my purposes, just as an introduction to Samuel Eliot Morison. So thank you, Steve, and I think Mark Richardson also was also a big Morison fan. So I got that for $4. It's a great deal. So next book. This I don't think I heard. I don't know where I heard of this. Maybe it was on someone else's channel, or I just read about it. But this is a Montaigne A Life by Philip Desson. Now this is a beautiful book, and I bought this I think used on Amazon at Better World Books, and this is just an outstandingly beautiful copy. Smells nice because you know that's important to me. Well put together. The binding is tight. I have Montaigne's collected essays in the folio edition. Yeah, I still need to get that tour together to show you guys my folio collection. But you know, I've never read a biography of Montaigne. I've read his essays, but I wanted to learn more about his life. So this is a great used book. I think I paid a little bit more for this one just because it's in such great condition, maybe $8 or $9. Anyway, so that's my next used book haul. Okay, and this is a book I heard about from someone on Twitter. I have a bookish Twitter handle, which I will put below if you want to check out my Twitter feed. But I was chatting with this lady who's really into French history, and she highly recommended France and the Enlightenment by Daniel Roche, translated by Arthur Goldhammer. So this was a very nice used book. I think this was also thrift books. Binding is tight. No weird marks. Oh, I just noticed that. That's okay. You can unfold those pages. But anyway, so France and the Enlightenment, very intriguing time intellectually, and I'm really looking forward to reading more about this time period for France. Okay, so we're moving on, and then this book we have seen, and we've seen it on Jason Harrigan's channel, and I wish I might have waited a little longer, because after Jason, you read it, you said you didn't really care for it, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. This is The Dream of the Celts by Mario Vargas Llosa. This is just a very good ex-library copy, and there goes my computer again. Anyway, I'm interested in Roger Casement now. I looked him up after seeing your video, Jason, and wow, what an interesting person. I'm trying to find some of his diaries that you said, you know, they were very controversial. I'm trying to find a good one-volume biography on him as well. But so this is a work of fiction, historical fiction, or Mr. Llosa's view of, you know, what it was like to be his vision of Roger Casement. So I'm very excited to try reading this. I'll let you know what I think. I might have a different opinion. You never know. So this is a novel, actually. Thank you, Jason. And then this book also, I've seen it several times mentioned on Steve's channel, and I just been trying to find a used copy that was affordable, and I'm getting a very bad glare. I apologize. Telford Taylor, The Anatomy of the Nuremberg Trials. So this was another Thrift Books find. It's got the Mylar cover. It's a pretty decent copy. There we go. Deckle edged. It's trying to give you a good angle here. It's a big book, but I'm looking forward to reading some of Taylor's work. Just heard so much, good reviews on it, and especially from Steve's channel. So this was another one. Yes, there's more. So this is a slim volume. It didn't come with a dust jacket, but I figured I didn't need it. It's in great condition. It's from the University of Kentucky Press, and this is called The Embattled Past. Reflections on Military History by Edward M. Kaufman. And it's a selection of essays on just on the importance of military history, or where military history as a science of sorts has evolved over time. This came out in 2014. It's this little slim volume of essays, and I do enjoy those. So I thought I'd pick this up. It was a book I had heard about on Twitter. There were some conversations among historians about what books would you assign for a class on the study of history, and a lot of historians came back with several different ones. And I was able to find this one, which is focused more on military history. So this was a neat little find. Okay. And then I know that Mark Richardson, he's the one that told me about this book. So this is A Life Revealed, Patrick O'Brien, by Dean King. So if we ever do a read-along, if Steve is going to do one, maybe, hopefully, in the future, I'd like to do that. And I thought it would be neat to know a little bit more about Patrick O'Brien as a person, because I really don't know too much, except that he was the author of the Aubrey novels. So anyway, I've got this edition of the biography. It's in perfect condition. I just love when I can get some really good used book sales. So there's that. And then finally, the piece de la résistance. Now I have a version, or an edition, of The Life of Captain James Cook by J.C. Beaglehole. I couldn't see if that was a C or a G. It didn't come with a dust jacket, but for the price and for the condition, I said I don't care. I just would like to check it out. I started reading a few pages at lunch at work yesterday, and I was just so tickled. And it has that wonderful old book smell. So now I have joined the Beaglehole Club. Sounds kind of funny. So this one. It was just a great acquisition. I'm very happy to add this to my library and my shelves. So, yeah. So I think that's my used book haul sale, or my used book haul. Used book haul. Wait, I'm going to open up this last package. I forget what this one was. So let's see here. Oh yeah, this was the other book that I ordered from the historians' Twitter conversation about books about the study of history. So this came highly recommended. This is Richard J. Evans' In Defense of History. It's a small volume. This came from W.W. Norton. It talks about sources, history, science, and morality, society and the individual, causation in history. Anyway, this kind of goes into the science of studying, history, and I'm just really into that because I'm a big history nerd. So anyway, so I have this to add to the stack. And I think that'll wrap up the Thrift Books military history used book haul for today. I'll be back. I'll be making some more videos, so please, if you've read any of these books, let me know. Comment below, and I'll be talking to you soon. So talk to you later, BookTube. Bye.